The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. He saw two boats there alongside the lake. The fishermen had disembarked and was washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Then he sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. After he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch." Simon said in reply, "Master, we have worked hard all night and have caught nothing. But at your command, I will lower the nets." When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come to help them. They came and filled both boats, so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the knees of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." For astonishment at the catch of fish they had made seize him and all those with him, and likewise James and John and sons of the Zebedee, who were partners of Simon. Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on you will be catching men." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord. From now on, you are fisher of men. Now, I'm asking myself here, do you think a fisher of fish harder than become a fisher of men? Which one is harder? The fisher of men or fish? Of men. Why is harder? Why become a fisher of men harder than to go and fishing in the pond, in the deep sea? Fish don't have heart, don't have soul. They don't have heart nor soul. They don't have mind. You are right. To be a fisher of men is much harder, because each one of us is like a galaxy of a universe. It's hard to predict man's heart, man's soul, and even you're talking about man's sickness. People suffering with all kinds of illness these days. And a lot of times we don't know where it came from. And how can we minister to them? How can we not catch them? By fix them up, by kill them or whatever way, controlling them. But that's a delicate work. How can we do this? From the first reading today, Paul said, "Let no one deceive himself." You know, it's hard. It's hard to not doing it. A lot of times we deceive ourselves or we deceive one another. And even we deceive ourselves and we don't know that we are deceiving ourselves. We don't want to do what we should do. Remember, Paul said that. And so it's pretty complicated. But I still believe that with the help of God, all things is possible. Not just possible now, but maybe possible later. And so today, how can we, working together, help one another, be patient to one another? Like the end of the first reading today, everything belongs to Christ and Christ to God. We are belonging to one another. But sometimes we use our own power, authority to control one another, to manipulate, to gain our own gains. And so hopefully today, if you and I are entrusted with human souls, human bodies, human minds, human lives, we need to be careful with them, because they're not just objects. They're not just the technology or the robot or the machine that we just open it up and fix here and there. It's a whole mystery. And I also believe that God has many different ways to convert us, to transform us, to make us a new being, a new human being, if you will. Like yesterday, I met a couple of us here. I believe that God not just has sense of humor, but God has a miraculous way of making us anew again. The matter is, we need to trust God. Like Peter said, we worked so hard all night, we caught nothing. But because you say that, we will do what you said. We will lower the nets in the deep water. Now, the question for you and for me here, did we hear Jesus' suggestion? Did we obey and listen to his suggestion? Did even we do it like Peter did? And then we will catch the surprises in our life. So may God bless us, our hearts, our minds, our even rhythm of life, so that we catch surprises of God every day. Please stand.